everybody out there in YouTube land. Jake of the One Man Band is back again, and by popular demand, by a poll that I put on Twitter a few days ago, I'm going to be talking about the next big song that came from RWBY Volume 4. Bad Luck Charm. Now, what is Bad Luck Charm? Well, it's a song about Crow and his semblance and the fact that he's pretty much a bad luck charm. And that's it. Bye! Okay, I won't leave you guys with just that. Now, to be brutally honest, this song just by itself doesn't really say much. It just keeps affirming through the song that, oh, Crow's a bad luck charm, your life will be terrible if you're around me. I've only brought pain, suffering, strife to the people that I've been around and the people that I've cared about. Essentially, this song is an emo kid's wet dream. And it's due to that mindset that I believe perhaps this song was supposed to maybe represent Crow in the past. Think of Crow during his teenage years where, you can really get, you really get into that emo state. I mean, if he knew he had this semblance and this power about him, and he knew that it would cause harm to anyone he came across and to anyone he cared about, then you would be real emotional. You'd be real moody, real sad, because you wouldn't be able to form any close attachments to anyone. So essentially, this song can be pretty much amplified emo poetry. From everything from talking about how crappy his life is to how crappy he'll make other people's lives, and definitely during the chorus where he makes a connection between him and unlucky things, such as a black cat, a broken mirror, and an albatross. To any of you who didn't know, an albatross is actually seen as a bad omen on the seas to mariners long ago. It's actually stated to be sort of a ill omen during the story, The Old Mariner, I believe it is. So, although that part of the chorus did confuse me at the beginning, a little bit of researching done by my girlfriend helped me figure out what was going on. But until then, all I can think about was this. I'm an albatross. Hopefully I didn't scar you guys. So the whole fact that this song can be attributed to sort of like a poor me and emo poetry, what does that say about Crow? I mean, due to the fact that now that we see him, in his adult form, he doesn't really seem depressed or emo all the time. Just seems to be normal. He's accepted the fact that what his semblance does, and he does his best to live his life, around it. Now, the reason I believe that this song really doesn't hold much prevalence to Crow nowadays, in the sense that it's an emo mess and Crow isn't, is I believe Team Stark happened. Probably before Team Stark was formed, and maybe in the beginning months, he was probably still his loner emo self. Crow knew that he would only bring harm to these people that he started to form friendships with. But you see, it's because they stuck together that things sort of worked out. For the most part, Team Stark was able to make it through their training, and each of the members were able to go off and become huntsmen and huntresses. Until Raven decided to leave. Now, whether that was by Crow's semblance that she decided to leave, causing bad luck for Tai Yang, or if she just left on her own accord, Crow may somewhat blame himself for what happened between Tai Yang and Raven. You know, that can tie into the lines in the song where he talks about how he'll change the color of people's lives, he'll just, you know, he'll bring rain when all people really need is sun, and how he pretty much just brings misery to all those close to him. For the most part, this song just repeats itself, but in different ways. Not saying that the song is bad or anything, it definitely has good instrumental parts, a good rhythm, and good lyrics. But for the most part, the lyrics don't tell much of a story that we don't already learn in the show itself. However, there is one set of lyrics that stand out for me. These are the lines, "You and I are not the same, you do not want the burden of my name." Now, what exactly can that mean? After discussing it with a few people, I've come to the conclusion that it can mean one of two things. One, it's somewhat talking about Raven, the relationship between Crow and Raven. We know that Raven purposefully left her family to go become the leader of a bandit tribe, and how she sees weakness in everyone who decides to live in kingdoms. That can be attributed to the line, "You and I are not the same," due to the fact that they're twins, brother and sister, and they do share the same name. It seems that Crow does not agree or does not like what Raven did, just due to the fact that she left something that Crow himself practically could never have. Crow could really never have a family, due to the fact of his semblance. And Raven was able to have it, but just threw it away, probably made Crow mad at once it, happened, and soon after it happened. However, this possibility is the one that I think is least possible. The one that I truly think these lines are trying to say is the relationship between Crow and Summer. Now, say whatever you want, but I do believe that Crow and Summer had a close relationship with one another. Whether it have been romantic or not is still up in the air. Now, during their time training at Beacon Academy, Summer may have either learned or was told about her silver-eyed warrior nature, and how she was the key to fighting the creatures of Grimm. And so, she may have felt like an outcast amongst all the other students. And who else felt like an outcast amongst everyone else? Crow. And so they kind of had this shared distance that they felt towards their peers. Thus, Summer may have made the connection that Crow and Summer are a bit of the same. They're outcasts, they're outsiders, and they should grow close to each other because of that. And this contributes to the line, "You and I are not the same." Although they're both outcasts, Crow's an outcast for a completely different reason. He's a bad luck charm. He only brings terrible things. Summer, on the other hand, brings good things, brings hope, brings peace, brings destruction to the thing that wants to destroy humanity. And of course, the line, "You don't want the burden of my name," may coincide with a possible proposal that may have happened. Maybe Crow and Summer were going to get married, maybe they were gonna hook up, but Crow just kind of realized, "I cannot," all melodramatic like, "I cannot, for I will only bring misfortune to her, much like I brought misfortune to everyone I love." So, I believe that it's the relationship between Crow and Summer that is represented in this set of lines. But besides those lines, the song is pretty much the same. It's telling the same thing, explaining how Crow is a bad luck charm, and how he brings misfortune to all those around him, and all those that he loves. An awesome song to listen to, and a little bit of insight to a character's backstory and motive, but for the most part, it isn't the greatest song ever. But that doesn't stop me from blaring it in my car whenever I'm going to work. Hey everybody out there in YouTube land, thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, be sure to leave a like and favorite down below, subscribe if you feel inclined to. check out some other videos that I've done. I've done some on some other songs from RWBY Volume 4 soundtrack, and I'm gonna be doing a lot more in the future. However, I am gonna be going on my RTX vacation soon, so you're gonna be getting a few more videos, but after that, it might be a week or two before another one of these comes out. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. Links down below taking you to my Twitter, taking you to my Patreon. Big thanks to Patreon sponsors, by the way. And of course, taking you to other videos that I've done. I'll see you guys next time I'm out there in YouTube land. Be a good person, tip your waitresses, keep moving forward, and I'll see you then. Yeah!